14th, 1926. She was raised on a farm in rural Minnesota, approximately 40 miles from here. Olive had two sisters, Jean and Margie, and helped raise her nephew Lou, aka Skippy. She did well in school and was majorette and decided to pursue a career in nursing. In January of 1945, Olive joined the United States Cadet Nurse Corps and trained to be a nurse at St. John's Hospital in, okay, Gary, or somebody that can read. Okay.
You're doing fine. St. John's Hospital in Fargo, North Dakota. She went on to graduate as a registered nurse on February 5th, 1948. While in nurses training, she would have a blind date and eventually marry Michael George Heller of Fargo, North Dakota.
Blind date?
Yep.
Yeah, it was a blind.
Wow. No wonder you had problems. Oh, wow. They were married on August 28th, 1949 in Fargo. Olive and Mike had 4 children, 3 boys and 1 girl. Julie, Michael, Gary, and Richard. Their married life started. Their married life started in Fargo, where they lived for about a year, and then moved to Colorado Springs, Colorado. Olive worked as an emergency room nurse until the birth of her daughter in 1951. From 1951,
Slow down a little
Just
bit.
a little bit.
From 1951, you want it read or not? From 1951 to 1960, approximately, she stayed home and raised her family, but eventually went back to work at Penrose Hospital in Colorado Springs. She made Colorado Springs her home until approximately 1971 when they moved to Alamosa, Colorado. There she helped run an Indian jewelry trading post and worked in a nursing home. From Colorado, she moved to Honolulu, Hawaii, staying there for about 13 years. Her last hometown was Green Valley, Arizona, where she enjoyed her retired lifestyle and many friends. Many friends. All right.
Okay, now there's another one.
Mother and friend, always the life of the party and admired by her friends. She wrote many journals and had the ability to find humor and joy in everyday life. She could laugh at herself and always found a way to show you she cared. Olive is missed by both her family and friends, and the memory of her brings a smile to your face. She could light up a room but never sought the spotlight. She will always be fondly remembered by all that knew her and loved her, as she was a friend to everyone. All right, Jimmy sent a message. I also thought Ollie was Mikey's guardian angel, and heaven knows he needed her. I wish I could have gotten back to see her again, but she did remember me the last time I saw her,
And then
which I would have liked.
start with this one.
Ollie's 15 when I was adopted. I know I was a burden to my mother at that stage of life, and no doubt Ollie played a role in caring for and teaching me some of the things I learned in those days. In fact, she didn't leave home until she was 19, and therefore she was a semi-mother to me until I was 4. Her life was full and rich. She knew how to deal with the inevitable bumps in the road that happen in all our lives. She was full of energy, love, and patience. And he sends us.
He sends us one.
All right.
Okay.
Love your mom.
Yeah. Anyone want to say anything?
All right. I'm not
Well,
going to say.
I want to say something real quick. So Mom was the sweetest, kindest, best dresser.
You know, the fence post is going to be her memorial, and fire is life. It connects us through life. There's some barbs along the way. Hopefully we have a lot of straight wire. When we break down, the other posts hold us up. That's the way it works. So I'd say to everybody, remember the first rule, which is protect the clan. I love my mom.
So Grandma had me a lot of spring breaks and summers. I would go there for a couple weeks, and she just was such a light and just sweet all the time, and the best dresser in town without a question. She would let me wear her jewelry, which I thought was the greatest thing of all time. And she would drag me to line dancing and bunco, and I used to just drag my feet, and then we'd get there, and it was so fun because she made it so fun. And I adored her and will miss her, and I'm so lucky that she was my grandmother. I learned a lot from her. She was one of the smartest women I have ever met. And just miss her. Wish we could have spent more time in this last year. Can't believe that the circumstances were what they were, but I know she is watching us and thrilled that we are all together. So, miss you, Grandma.
Keep us whole at all times. You know, one thing we didn't do is bring a knife to open the bag.
I got it. Keep a little bit because some of